Okay, yes, come on, we are back. It's Penny for Our Thoughts. My name's Cameron Jones. I'm a comedian, and I am here with Jimmy Jim Bob Young Bob Jing Bob, who you could arguably say is also a comedian because he's got a gig this week.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I started writing before.
Did you today?
Yeah.
So for context, it's Saturday. We've got Wool Comedy on Thursday. This is coming out on Monday, hopefully, because I'm a workhorse. The tickets might already be gone, but if they're not, you've got to come down to Tank Bar St. Helens on Thursday.
Yeah, it's
for
going to be
James Young's fourth set of his life.
Yeah, you know what to say about the fourth set, don't you?
What?
Don't know.
Probably just because.
What was that? What was the old school rhyme? First the worst, second the best,
third the dirty donkey. What's that mean?
The fourth's going to be the golden eagle.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Well, it was in our school.
Dirty donkey seems a bit harsh. This is the first time we've recorded since we've put the podcast out into the world.
Yeah.
What's the reaction been from your point of view?
Good. It's been positive. I have. You know what? I do actually have an apology to make though.
To who?
To.
Oh,
there's about like 3 people.
Is this a YouTube apology?
I think, yeah,
like,
it is.
Like,
it is.
Have you been offensive?
I'll look down the camera and
God, just get emotional about it as well. You've got to sort of fake it.
I need a script. No.
Go on.
I need to apologise to my 3 people who have mentioned this to me since episode 1 about not knowing who Chapel Roan was.
Oh.
I have mentioned this to you since.
Yeah.
And after episode 1, there was a little bit of...
You're a chapel head now.
Yeah, I am part of the Pink Pony Club, yeah.
You're a Pink Pony boy.
Yeah, I am.
You love it, don't you? Love?
Yeah.
I've just walked in. He's listening to Sabrina Carpenter. He's on all of them.
I've literally only just found out who they are.
Yeah. Well,
because of this pod.
It's because you only listen to Paramore. That's why.
Yeah, Paramore Radio on Spotify. That's about it.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Well, that's good. So because you're like, people expect me to be doing shit like this, but I imagine a lot of people are like, James has got a random podcast.
I know, yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
So it's been a while. Loads of stuff has happened in my life. Have you got any highlights in your life? Wow.
No.
Wow.
This is the highlight of my life now.
This is
when
it
this
now.
happens, so when this doesn't happen.
This is it. Well, I keep looking over here because actually I need a drink because I've just brought, because we had a little get together. We came and watched. Well, we didn't intend to watch Grease, but we did.
I say, well, that was a highlight. Yeah, we watched Grease after that.
I bought this. I forgot to bring it. So it's called Stefanoff Freeze, because you're going out after this, aren't you?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
this is like a little pre-drinks for you. So I've got Stefanoff Superior, 100% pure grain freeze, alcoholic lemon flavored drink, exceptionally refined, 3.4% volume and it going on in here. Would you like one?
Yeah, how much did that cost?
Cost about £1.85.
Exceptionally refined, £1.85,
exceptionally
Stroganoff or whatever it's
You're gonna
called.
have to get your cup because I'm a bit locked in.
These fancy latte glasses that we've
Yeah,
got.
boy. So if you're listening to this on the evening now, get a bev out, have a drink with us. We're on it here. This'll have James.
Nice.
Absolutely battered it will. So I've been gigging like a bitch.
As always.
I know, bro. I've genuinely had a few messages recently where people are like worried about my workload because I'm just like, I am everywhere.
Just slow down.
Yeah, I am everywhere, but I can't help myself. Been doing loads of mad ones, but something keeps happening to me, right? It's a new development. I think it's because I bought some new jeans. Right.
For the first time since...
Here's the thing, you don't really need new jeans until your old jeans tell you
true.
you do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Until you get that crotchless, where you get a little rip in the crotch.
Yeah, I'm getting close with these ones a little bit.
Do you wash your jeans?
Yeah.
Do you?
Not like after every
Do you
wear.
or does your mum?
No, it's me now.
It's me now. Is that a recent development? That? When did you start washing your own clothes?
When I went to uni. Whether that was classed as washing or not, I don't know.
It's quite nice actually. Yeah, sorry, I'm on smoke today. I'm a bit all over the place. I'm just excited. It's a Saturday night.
Yeah.
You're going out though. I'm doing nothing. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. So basically, right. I did a gig at Creatures Comedy Club. Oh, it's so fun there. Did one last night. Actually, a late show last night, which was chaos. There was just lads there who just wanted to get ripped to shreds. I was like, okay, I'll happily oblige.
Oh right, I thought you meant like icks.
No, like just audience.
Oh,
okay. It was just like late. It was like it's 11 p.m. start that show.
Oh,
so
yeah.
But yeah, so this keeps happening, right? So I I had 2 shows at Creatures, right? They do an early show and a later one. So I was at 5:30 one. Went on. It was quite quiet, so it's weird that this happened. So it was fine, but they were just like nervous early show, like people who haven't seen comedy very much. I saw this girl whisper while I was on stage, and I was like, "What did you just say?" Because like I get distracted by any tiny little thing that happens. And she went, "Oh, I can't say." I was like, "Well, now you have to tell us."
Yeah, you can't say that at a gig.
And she went, "Well, as long as you don't mind getting objectified, I'll tell you." And I was like, "Sis, objectify me? I'll happily be objectified. What you're talking about?" But then she went, "Don't take this the wrong way." So then I was like, "Oh, well, this isn't where I thought it was going. That's never a good start."
No.
And I went, "Okay, go on then." And she went, "Well, I just turned to my mate and said that I think you've got a nice arse." And I was like, "Well, that is good.
Yeah,
That is a good thing."
Yeah.
But then I was like, "Okay, well, she's told me it's a bad thing." I was like, "What do you mean by that? Do you mean you are attracted to me, or I've got a fat arse that you want?" And she was like, "Yeah, the second one."
Oh.
So I've got a fat lady arse, apparently.
Oh, nice.
So if there are any perverts out there, get to me gigs, check me ass out. So then, right, I then had another gig after, so separate gig. After the show, a lady boldly just came up to me and went, "Can I just say that I think you've got a really nice bum and I want to peg you?"
That's like a bit further. She was a lot more confident than the first person then.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
I just don't think you can go around saying you want to peg strangers.
How did you take that?
I didn't take it. I'll tell you that much. I don't know. I blacked out.
So you might have been.
Yeah, just bundled me in a van, and then I don't know what happened. I think I just got home safe. No, I can't remember actually. I need to think about what did I say. I think I was just like, what? What do you mean? And then she was sort of explaining that she recently broke up with someone and has since pegged him. And I thought, God, that's revenge in it. And now she's got like a hankering for it. That's some revenge, that, innit?
Just a bit.
Bumming your ex-boyfriend. That's unreal, that, innit? I was like, people aren't going to believe me. They're just going to think that I'm just sort of an attention seeker. But then the next day, I'll put the message in. She sent me a message saying, apparently I said that I wanted to peg you last night and I apologised profusely. I was like, what the hell? So I'm not sure you want to be a comedian, mate.
I know.
Because
I'm not quite as thick.
What?
Maybe I'm not thick double C.
You better get squatting, boy. Get squatting. So what are your topics going to be on Thursday?
What for?
Little spoilers. Don't tell the jokes, obviously, but what the topic's going to be?
I'm trying to puzzle it all together because they're not really they don't really flow at the minute. But one's about Guinness drinkers.
Yeah.
So it's become so popular now, hasn't it?
Yeah,
Guinness?
yeah.
Even me myself as like. I remember my first Guinness a few years ago, and I thought it tasted like crap. And now I love it.
That's like an insult to everyone. I remember my first Guinness.
But
now you love it,
now
yeah.
everyone, it's kind of like a bandwagon thing.
Like farts, but there's something about it.
Yeah, but I think that's become such a strange cult now, the Guinness drinking world.
Yeah. Yeah, but you got to take your piss out yourself, though.
Oh,
You've literally got a beer app.
Yeah? Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah.
So you're next level.
I don't think that's a bad thing.
Wait, so you're going to take the piss out of some Guinness
Add me
drinkers?
on Untapped.
Oh, no one's got Untapped. Add me on it. No one's got it.
No, they do. They'll get it now. They'll get it just so they can see what I'm drinking.
This influencing's gone to your head. You think you're some kind of YouTuber now.
When I get 5 followers on Untapped,
you're going to be chuffed. Yeah, you're doing it to no one now, aren't you?
I have 2 friends.
Who?
Phil Wood, Siobhan's.
Yeah.
And,
well, he's sort of like friend-in-law, and he just has to be mates with you.
Yeah. And Liam from school, my friend Liam. Liam Toole, shout out.
Sounded like you were lying. Do you talk to Liam at all?
Yeah, I do actually.
On Untapped?
I know sometimes I might reply. I've had that beer before, that's nice.
Oh, I hope people join. That'll be so nice.
Yeah.
Right, so you're on that, right? Why do we talk about... Oh, that's one of your jokes. What else?
I think one was about like jobs. But there's no really way I can say what it's about without giving the
Are you feeling
away.
nervous?
No. Kind of feeling all right. I feel like I'm always all right until the night.
Yeah, and then
I start crapping my pants, yeah. But I'm okay so far.
Oh, it'll be good. Okay, cool. I've got so on today's show because I want people to get involved. So we've got I put a call out for people's icks, right? What people find icky. But before we look at other people's, have you got any standout icks?
I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, someone's come to his head there.
Someone came to my head, but it's not.
Sorry.
No.
That was like it Raven. You know when she has a flash forward?
It was, yeah.
That was like that. You know, it's zooming on your eyes and see some moment what you've had.
And I thought of one, and it was it doesn't really fall into the ick category. So icks are more the opposite, sex, aren't they? You know, it puts you off them. But this was more just a really, really cringy moment of my life. And that came to my head. And I was it's not an ick. Then. So I used to live here with my older brother. And
not your brother again.
Yeah, I know. I was sorry, Mark. And at 2 a.m, he brought people back for a drink and a night out post.
Legend.
And I was sat on the floor building Hedwig Lego. They all walked in smashed after a night out, and I'm just watching TV. I think I was watching Harry Potter as well, building Harry Potter Lego, probably in my Harry Potter pajamas. And I just kind of looked up while these 5 lads just looking at me going, "Oh." Who's this child? So,
when was that?
This was just a few years ago.
In your pajamas, watching it. What? Oh, mate, that is so bad. At 2 a.m. On a weekend, this must have been.
Probably, yeah. It would have been a Friday or Saturday, yeah.
Oh my god! Walking in on
I
that.
have in embarrassment.
They must have thought that he was your carer. They must have gone oh, isn't it nice that Mark looks after his little brother?
Oh, God.
They've just gone, oh, yeah, I've got to go. I'm going out for a drink tonight. I'll just chuck in a Hedwig Lego set. It'll be all right.
He's got his pajamas on. He's fine.
He's got his jammies on. I'll give him a pint. Tell him that it's butterbeer. He'll be fine. Yeah. Oh, my God.
In embarrassment, that was a few years ago. That Hedwig has been left unfinished and is in that cupboard in there, and I've not touched it since.
Oh, you put a Hedwig in the cupboard?
Yeah.
You dobbied him? Oh, no. Every sock I have on this podcast has a hole in it. It's done my head in that. Oh, well, just get over it. I'm a scruff. Right, that is... That, by the way, that is an ick.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I thought, it's definitely icky. It's just...
If anyone who's listened to this fancied you at all... That's
now
done now.
Done.
Or
lovely.
There actually might be someone now who just goes, I've actually just heard my soulmate. That's my soulmate.
They might be sat watching this in the pajamas doing a Hedwig Lego.
They're not. But they might go oh, God, I could really spend my life with that man. I could do that. I'd love to, at 2 a.m, get me jammies on and make Hedwig. Oh, my God.
Well, if anyone does, I've still not finished.
Nah, actually,
finish it with me.
Can you... I know people do this all the time, but can you actually just comment and tell me if you think that if that would put you off someone, if that would put you off James, or that make you want to hang out with him, realistically? So has anyone icked you?
Icked me.
Icked you out? Oh, oh God. Oh dear. I need to keep an eye on the time. Keep talking.
Yeah, I can't think of a standout moment that. Someone asked me to wash my hands once. And I thought that was very much sorry, Mum.
Were you was there something sort of...
No, we went for a meal and we'd sat down before it came. They're like, oh, just make sure you go and wash your hands.
Shut up.
Yeah. I was like, okay.
Did they wash their hands?
I mean, they must have.
Yeah.
But I thought that was a bit strange.
I hope that she says that to everyone, and not just you.
She just looked at my hands and went,
probably going to wash them. Should we sort them out? Kurt was here a minute ago. That he had a good one. He said that he was in his car.
Oh yeah.
Him and his mates were in a car, and they rolled up to stopped at the traffic lights and turned and saw attractive ladies in the car next to him, and they were all like, "Ooh, they're quite fit." And then they vaped at the same time, and the lads just went, "Oh, that's a shame."
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I said, actually, the worst thing I've ever seen is when someone like they take a hit of a vape. This is men and women, by the way. This isn't like a sexist thing. Just anyone who takes a hit of a vape and then breathes out through the nose and the mouth at the same time for ages as well. Just like that's just vile.
So they can smell and taste the flavour at the same time. You know what I mean?
Grow.
Yeah,
right. Anyway, my mate Molly had a couple. The first one was he called yogurt the yog, which like is like. Nah.
I'm laughing because that's what I'd do. I would call it yogurt.
Just gonna go and have me yog.
Yeah.
No, I just don't think you're not having yogurt enough to nickname it, surely. The yog.
No, I know.
Nah, no way. Jamie said calling sex hanky panky, which I just can't believe anyone does.
That surely
There's
isn't
no
real.
Way. No way. Hanky panky. Like, how would that work in context? Do you want to go and have some hanky panky?
No, absolutely not.
No. It feels a bit Victorian, that. Right, this one really made me laugh. This was Molly again. This is horrendous, by the way. Instead of saying I had a nice butt, which I think is actually a bit of a weird thing to say.
Well, you get told that a lot.
Nice butt. Yeah. Instead of saying I had a nice butt, he kept calling it a bottom.
Is he like well-spoken?
Must have been. That's southern as hell.
Yeah, that is.
Bottom. I
can't remember the last time I would have ever said bottom.
Bottom. Doesn't that sound like you're about to wipe someone's bum?
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You need your bottom wiping. Apparently, he, like, messaged her saying, like, I miss your bottom. Oh, that is thinking
Oh, yeah, no.
What would you call it if you were going to message someone saying that you would miss their...
Thas. TH apostrophe ass.
I miss... Well, it's like that ass. So you'd be like, I miss Thas.
Yeah. I just feel like I add the on everything.
Thas.
Proper,
Yeah,
proper
like
intelligence.
Lancastrian. Or miss Thas. Right. So this is brutal, and we've done this many times. Guys chasing a runaway ping pong ball. What do you want them to do, Jay? What do you want them to do? It's getting away.
It's proper awkward, don't it? Because it is bouncing in it. You can't quite pick it up. And it's a little uneven surface and bounces off the other way. Yeah, I get it. But also,
Well, go on then.
I mean, I think it's worse. So I asked some friends, and one of them said, the idea of them opening doors.
What?
And I said, is the context behind this like a certain door? And they were like, no.
Just the idea.
Just opening doors.
Bloody hell.
And I thought, well...
They must hate their Christmas calendars.
We're a bit fucked, aren't we?
Jesus Christ. Don't touch
December's
touch
just
that.
fully icked out.
Yeah. What the hell? The idea of them opening doors.
Yeah.
And are they straight? Is this like a man saying a woman opening a door?
No.
It's a woman saying a man opening a door, right? Yeah. Okay, so maybe she's a feminist and it's just like, I want to open my own doors. That, yeah. Maybe. And to that I say, good on you.
I say get over it.
Get a grip. Someone has said, and there's context to this one. This is Jay again. Of course, guys who lose at laser tag. Do you know what the context is?
Go on.
I went on a date with that woman.
Oh, and you lost?
We went and played laser tag, didn't we? 1v1.
Oh, no. Was it a battering as well?
Battered me. Absolutely. Oh, no. Battered me. And do you know what? We have Dark Star here in St. Helens, right? Yeah. And I worked as a zombie there one Halloween. Right. I got sick at Laser Quest. So I don't know who suggested it. Probably me.
Oh, yeah. I'll show her.
Thinking like, I will smash this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she beat me.
Oh,
yeah.
I know how like competitive
so you
get as well.
You know what? Get friend zoned. And I was gutted, mate. Yeah, I was gutted.
Like a meal afterwards, you just like
absolutely gutted. Should we organise a big group one? Get Jay down. Get how much on my team like?
Yeah.
We'll get everyone like get anyone who's listening now. We make the biggest game of laser tag. I need a redemption set.
I'm down for that.
That is icky, that though, isn't it? I don't even think I couldn't show my face. Like, well, that's that date done, innit? Good. Glad we all had a nice time here. Yeah. So if I ever go on a date again, I'm not going to laser. I can't. We're playing five-a-side. That's it. That's all I'm doing.
I do have another one actually, which is this wasn't mentioned, but I was in a meeting in work once, and it was before it was in that like 15-minute period, you know, well, if they don't turn up in 15 minutes, you can go home sort of thing. So we were all just like chatting crap. Someone said, oh, my friend was out on a date the other day and a car mounted the curb and hit the guy. And a woman in the room went, "Hey, what a nick."
This is a common one for. I've heard this a couple of times.
Getting hit by a car.
People saying lads getting hit by a car isn't it?
That's not an ick. That's just like nearly dying.
I know. We can't do anything.
I know, literally. What do you want us to do? Just like hook the car and stop it? I don't know. Like,
you got to jump over it like Jason Statham style.
I just think next time that's just happening, just grab the girl, just put her in front of the car instead.
Yeah. And then maybe she won't get the ick.
Yeah.
Because she'll be dead. That's a bit dark. James has said when people run at pigeons and the pigeon isn't arsed and just flies off. That's pretty icky.
I mean, just running at a pigeon in the first place, I think is pretty icky. Never mind, like if it flies off, it's still icky.
Yeah. If you're not 4 years old, stop running at pigeons. Just let them live. So let me find the best one out of these because my mate Jess has sent in literally about 20. She's brutal, you know. She's got like, there's loads here. The two on this page just says, has custard creams for breakfast. That's icky, that. You can't be doing that. And that sounds like she's had some experience.
Yeah, that reminds me.
Look at him. Yeah, you've had it.
That reminds me of uni, that one. Like, I literally went to one of Tesco's or Asda or something, got their own biscuits that were like 10p each pack. And that was like my dinner sometimes. Dinner's fine. And dinner was probably my first meal of the day.
Right, yeah, but I'm just saying you can't wake up and then just start eating biscuits. Cream, yeah. No, that's mental. And then next to that one, it just says bald, which is harsh, isn't it? That's harsh. Just bald. Oh my God. Right, okay. So thank you, everyone, and thank you for listening to the ick section of this podcast. What's the worst one out of them? Bottom.
Yeah, bottom.
It's bottom.
I think I'd get more sticked out about someone running at pigeons myself. That was like the...
I don't know. I think like if I put my feet in the shoes of a straight woman, I would find that icky. Like if I ran at the pigeons, I'd go, okay, fair enough at the ick. Yeah. But if I was with a woman who ran at pigeons, I'd love that. I'd absolutely love that. I guess,
yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, but that's...
I'd be like, oh, she's goofy.
But that's the difference. The ick list for women to men is like unlimited.
It's hard to
We're just like, oh, whatever. We don't really care.
We're happy to be involved. Like literally do anything.
Yeah.
Do anything.
Literally. Yeah, there is no icks.
No, that's true. That is true. Well, we've learned a lot. But I think bottom is bad.
Bottom,
so we're going to put that at the top of the list. If you've got any more, let us know. We should probably make a list. The biggest ones because we're the most qualified. All right, we're back in the game. We're freshly topped up.
Nice, yeah.
Oh no, what's it called? I can't. Stefanoff. Thank you very much. Nice. Imagine they become our first sponsor. That'd be mint.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Stefanoff, like the true scruffs that we are. That's what we deserve.
It just reminds me of Smirnoff Ice, obviously.
Yeah.
Smirnoff Ice, but Smirnoff Ice always reminds me of uni when Andy Smith, if you're watching this, got 2 bottles of it.
Legend?
And said 4%, 8%. He actually thought that's how it worked. He thought that was 8% alcohol, yeah.
Honestly, your flat was like in between us.
It was so like...
It really was.
We were the biggest freshers you can imagine.
Yeah.
We really were.
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time, yeah.
Oh.
So you're going to a party after this. We spoke about some parties last time, to be fair, but what's the standout party?
Well, talking about freshers, it was standout for how bad it was.
Oh, no.
So
one that you've hosted?
No.
Right.
So in our flat, we were, I think, probably playing Rock Band or something, which we did. We had the Beatles version.
Every one of your stories is so childish.
Well, it gets worse because we dressed up for it. We had like the Beatles version of Rock Band and put suits on, and we were like, oh right, okay. Well, not suits, like a shirt and tie. 4 of us.
4 of you.
Yeah. And then there was like booming from downstairs, and we were like,
they were having an actual party.
Having a real party.
So you were upstairs dressed as the Beatles, playing Rock Band.
Yeah.
Who was who?
Oh, I can't remember.
Right, and then and then you heard an actual party.
An actual party going on.
So that's so funny.
And we made up it. Well, it just gets worse for me. It just gets so embarrassing and childish.
No.
We made up a card, just like on paper, just said like "Happy Birthday" or whatever the party is, and like put it down outside our window, so it was outside their window downstairs. And then I felt him pull it off, and then he came up to our flat and knocked on. Was like, "Do you want to come to our party?" I'm like, "Yes,
it worked.
So it worked. And we went to the party, and then we were there for 5 minutes, and went, "This is shit."
Yeah. You went, listen, guys, we're really enjoying this, but we've actually got a gig upstairs, so we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to just go back up. Sorry.
And
what was so bad about it?
It was just
there? So you walk in, right? Paint the picture.
Walk in. It's very much like your sort of college party movie where there's people just in the hallway, just stood doing nothing. Then you go in the kitchen. There's like donks on. There's like smoke everywhere, and you're going, "This isn't our vibe." But because we were so awkward, we didn't want to be like, "Oh, we're leaving," and just all leave.
Yeah.
So we all come up with a plan.
Why?
To one by one slowly leave, so they didn't realise we left. This is like.
Why would they not know that you leave?
Why would they care?
Would they be asked? Why? That's weirder. That's more like. So who was last?
It wasn't me. I think I was like second. And we just run back upstairs and played Rock Band again.
Well, at least you know what you enjoyed. That is mad. Yeah. That. What did you actually write a happy birthday, or was it not just like
I can't remember? I think it just said. I think it was like that. Yeah.
And then they came up and was like, "Yeah, you come to me." Yeah. That. Oh my god, that is so. Why just go down? Or...
I know this was like our first. We were real freshers.
The fact that they were like, "Okay, then we'll come to the party," shows the sort of character that they are. Because for me, I think if someone dangled the thing down to me, I'd go, they're not coming to this party. And then you all turn up dressed in suits as the Beatles. Like, yeah, they were chuffed you left that party, by the way.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, I went to 2 unis, haven't I?
Yeah.
So I think it might be the best party ever in Sheffield.
Just saying that. I know what's coming, yeah.
Right. How good was that?
It's so good.
So go on then, tell us what it was.
Reverend and the Makers.
That's it. So I lived with Nick, Cole, Buzz, the legend, which was quite cute actually, because when we were kids, 14, 15, I remember saying to her, "We're going to live together one day." And then she was in her last year of uni in Sheffield, and I was just like, fucking about like I always do. I was like, oh, whatever, I'll go and do a master's in Sheffield. Well, actually, know what happened was I visited her in Sheffield, and I was like, Sheffield's class. I'm coming living here for a year. Yeah. And so we moved in together. And she saw on Twitter, Reverend and the Makers put, "Go on then, who wants us to play their house?" So Nicole replied, we got everyone, she got all of her mates to reply, and he ended up playing our student accommodation, which was so sick, wasn't it? So good. In my head, there's thousands of people there. How many people were there? Wasn't that many?
I don't know, but it was cram, wasn't it?
Like, yeah, it was.
It was. There's a video. I don't know who's got the video of it, but the video is just people. It's just a crowd of people. I remember looking, and there was like a footprint on the ceiling, and I was like, "What is going on?" It was just so busy.
Everyone was sound though. Like loads of my mates came, Nicole's mates came, people from Sheffield. But then there was some randoms on Instagram who messaged Nicole, and she was like, "They seem sound." So and they were from Norwich. Right, so these 3 old men just turned up at the party. 3 randoms from Norwich, because Nicole was like, "Yeah, come down," because they messaged saying we're big fans of Rev. Yeah. So everyone else was sound, and they were just doing ketamine in the bathroom, weren't they? So it was mad, but the party was mint, and like, yeah, people were crowd surfing. It was proper like American party. It was, like there was a gig in our living room.
It was the most film party I've ever been
to. Yeah. So much happened that night. So the day was stressful because we were stressing that too many people were going to turn up, and we were going to get like police and everyone involved. Because someone did like bring a flare. You know what I mean? It was like, but that was Nicole's fault. Because I'm sure she was fuming with me because I invited loads of people. But then on Twitter, someone put, "Should I bring flares?" And then someone replied, "Don't bring flares." And then I saw Nicole reply, "Bring flares." So she was still instigating a lot of it. But like we sorted the house out and that. So that was stressful. And then he didn't turn up for ages, so we didn't know if he was going to
Oh
come.
no, yeah, it was kind of getting a bit rowdy, wasn't it? Because
Yeah.
nobody was coming.
And then he came, right, and then it was Min. He did his set. Everyone was dead nice. Everyone was really respectful of the house, apart from those guys doing Kate in the toilet.
Yeah.
And I had a beverage, and I can be a bit of a dickhead sometimes.
What?
Sometimes I can be a bit of a show off. I remember being in the hallway and taking the piss out of this guy because he was doing my head in, and so I was I was messing with him because I knew he was on drugs, which isn't a nice thing to do, but he was.
Yeah.
Oh, shouldn't have said that. I have to bleep that out. That he's a bad person. I was going, basically what was happening was, because everyone was laughing at me, I was being encouraged. So I was going to him, get the fuck out of my house. And then he'd like look at me like this, and then I'd start laughing like, and he'd start laughing with me. So then I'd get everyone laughing like, and then I'd just switch and go, but seriously, get the fuck out of my house. And then everyone would start laughing at me, and I'd start laughing with them like, I know it's mad, innit? I know, but go on, get the fuck out of my house. So I was just really messing with this guy, and he was like looking at me like didn't know what my intention was, because I was laughing and then changing. So I was enjoying the attention, and then I managed to get him out the house because he was doing my head and I wanted him to go away. Got him out, and then he went to me, "Do you want to have a wrestle?" And I just fully thought, "Oh, we're gonna have a wrestle."
Like a nice wrestle.
I was like,
with referees and everything.
I would love to have a wrestle. Like, I thought, oh, we'll go on the grass and we'll have like a wrestle. I genuinely didn't think anything other than that.
The naivety.
And I just thought like, I could wrestle this guy easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we'll all play by the rules. But what happened was we walked round, right? And so the way the gig was, there's a big window in our living room, wasn't there? So Rev played in front of the window.
Yeah.
But then he moved by this point. So there's a massive window that is almost like if you look through it, it looked like a cinema screen. So it would have looked like Street Fighter. Do you know when two people stand either side of each other? Like that's what it would, because everyone was in the living room, and it was genuinely just me and this guy outside. Like I agreed to wrestle him with no audience. Like I just went, yeah, let's have a wrestle. So then we were on the concrete slabs outside, like this, Street Fighter style, next to each other. Everyone in there, right? And then I was like, right, okay, I don't know how wrestles start. I still didn't know that I was in a fight. I thought I was having a wrestle. They're two different things to me. I thought there's rules. And then he just sucker punched me in the ear. And my reaction wasn't to fight. I just ran away from my own house, by the way. I just ran. I got hit. I felt something hit my ear, and then I realized what had happened. So my fight or flight is flight. Because I ran, and everyone in the party saw me run, which is embarrassing. But then like, I had mates that came out and sort of got them away. I had this big guy called Hamza, basically, just bouncer.
Biceps like bigger than your head. He was huge, yeah.
And I remember eventually he got them outside, right? He had all three of them in front of him, and he was just going, just go home, lads. Like really calm, like just pushing them away. He had all three of them. And I was stood behind him on a rock going, yeah, go home. Like just being an arsehole still. Right. So that happened, right? So that's the start of the night. Rev has just played and I've been punched in the ear. Then we went to Lead Mill. So if you know Sheffield, we went to
class place. I loved that year when you were there because of Lead Mill.
Yeah, and I was battered.
Yeah.
I was absolutely hammered. And I don't know when you went home, if you saw any of this, what happened in the club.
Was this the Crown incident?
No, that was
this a different place? No, it might be a different one.
So then when we walked into Lead Mill, and I remember two older women dancing with me. And I remember thinking, and this isn't cool, but I remember thinking, it'd be funny if I kiss her. Which it isn't, but I thought it would be. So I was like, and there's videos of it, it's horrible. It's horrible. But I was club necking an old woman. Genuinely, right. And then what happened was, she was out with her best mate, and I was like, oh, it'd be even funnier if I kiss her now. So then this woman was mental, right? And so there's videos of her like, oh, I don't know if I might be too embarrassed to put it in, but it's like full on like awful club grinding, kissing, horrible stuff, mate. Right. But I remember at one point I was so drunk, I was just in the corner like this with her, and genuinely she put her tongue in my ear, right, and like clean in the middle of the club. This is minging, I'm sorry. But you need to know how much happened this night. She like, I swear it was like the devil, you know, like, I don't know what film it is, but there's a film where the devil will put the tongue in one ear and it goes like,
comes out the other.
You see like the forked tongue come out the other like that. And it like came back in. Honestly, I felt like that's what happened. It was weird. And then I walked out and I saw Nicole and I was like, should I go home with this woman? And she was like, yeah. So I started walking home with this woman and we got round the corner and she gripped me on the arm like this. And my phone was dead at this point, by the way. She gripped me like this on the arm and went, are you a Scorpio? And I was like, yeah. She was like, I can tell. And then she went, I've just got out of prison.
Oh.
She went, and I can't go back to my boyfriend's, so we have to go back to yours. What do you think I did next?
Run.
Ran away again. Yeah, I ran just like I did when I got pushed in here. I was like, oh, yeah. And then she let go of me and then I just I bolted.
I could just see her vision of it. Just
I
you running away
sobered
now.
up immediately
Yeah,
and went,
yeah.
I need to get out of this.
Yeah.
And I just bolted. What a party that was.
Yeah. That was such a good party.
What did you do? Where were you during that whole time?
I can't remember. I remember getting the train there. I was like front row of Reverend.
Yeah.
But I don't remember how I got home.
Right.
It's not often I don't remember stuff like that, but I don't remember how I got home.
I think you got a train early morning. It was like a weird, like 4 a.m. train for some reason.
Oh, maybe.
And you jumped on that.
Probably why I wasn't out in Leadmill because I was. I would have thought I would have been there, but I must have gone.
So
before
that party's legendary. And then what happened was 3 months later, the student accommodation sent Nicola or all of us an email. I was like, we need to come and inspect your flat because we've been made aware of this party. It happened 3 months ago. They came round, they walked into our flat, looked around and went, yeah, fine. And then just walked out.
Yeah.
But we got away with that though, didn't we?
Yeah.
For what it was.
Yeah.
So that
could have been a lot worse.
That's probably the best party that we'll ever have.
Yeah.
I reckon.
So good.
So, but everyone kept visiting Sheffield during that year. It was like such a good year. I was off Instagram for the year, just partying, learning how to make films.
Yeah. It was so good. Like you say, I just love coming up. And
what was the best one? Like there was that one. Can you remember any others?
I mean, the Crown incident, which I mentioned then, that kind of sticks in my head.
So what's that?
I think. Was it
my
might
birthday.
be your birthday?
My birthday, because you just bought me some fancy dress and it had a crown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you just had the crown on the dance floor, and every time someone would try and take the crown off your head, which happens on a night out, you would just instantly get mad and fight for the crown back.
Yeah.
Like,
I had about
aggressively fighting for the crown
six
back.
fights. And I remember, and I don't know how I didn't get kicked out. I remember I threw someone against the wall for that crown. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I think I did, yeah.
that.
You were not letting go of that crown.
I remember this little lad took the crown off me and I grabbed the crown immediately, put it here, and then with the other hand just threw him against the wall. I was like, get off me crown. I was fuming. And then at the end of the night, I'd been fighting all night for this crown. Yeah, I was like, no one's having this off me. And then at the end of the night, a bouncer took it off my head and I didn't get mad. I just like really made him feel bad and just went, lad, you're such an attention seeker.
What did he do?
He just giving me back. Like says the man who's dressed. I probably had a leopard print shirt on in a crowd. I was like, mate,
At least you knew how to pick your fights.
half a minute, lad. yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. I always end up in a fight on a night out, me.
I know, like I've
And,
not.
and in a football match.
Yeah. I
It's
could
always
see
me.
I could see that.
You've never had a fight on a night out.
No, I do remember our group got into a fight.
Yeah.
And it was like you said fight or flight. Mine was eat.
But
So we'd just been to a take
you
like
just watched.
What's it called? Popping on Palace.
Oh yeah. So this is uni.
And there was like 4 of us and like 4 of the lads who were starting on us.
Who's there? Not me.
No, it was like me, Kurt,
Yeah.
Lewis, and I think it was Lewis's brother. And the fight started, and people were jumping in, and I just opened my pizza box, just started eating pizza
Too laid
next to
back.
the fight.
Too laid back, just watching it. Like
I was just
who
like,
was winning?
oh.
Your group or them?
I don't know. I think Kurt ended up with a chipped tooth. I think he got split up pretty quickly.
Right.
But I just didn't get involved.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you want from this podcast? Because we're like, it's going online, and you're like,
No.
what do you want?
I don't.
Just have a laugh.
Yeah. Bit of fame.
Bit of fame there.
A few on-tap followers.
We said that we want to retire you. Is that true though? Would you actually do like it? Say this kicked off, right? And we got sponsors and we got like people who were like, we want to give you money because we really enjoy what you're doing. Would you just do like? Would you make?
I'd love to do that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Because I've got an idea, right? Can you do this now, right? Do it again. You did it the other day. Go on your phone and tell me how many hours you've put into Football Manager.
Oh, right.
Listen to this. So what have we had today? You've played Rock Band as the Beatles. You've gone down. You've tried to go to a party, right? This is really what he was doing at uni.
It really was.
So now tell the people, and let's see if there's anyone else who've got anywhere near what this is. Then I'll be surprised.
Well, there will be one person who will have more than me.
More? No way.
It is Cam Honey. I think in the comments, Cam should add his up and put them in.
Right.
Okay. I feel like it will be actually significantly higher.
Right. Okay.
And Cam is married.
So is that why that's what's keeping you going? Isn't it?
So I'm sure it's possible to do this and live a happy life in China. Get married.
Wait. Let me get my calculator up. So you read it out, and I'll type in how many hours you've spent on Football Manager.
So this spans back to 2012, by the way. It's not all in like 1 year. But 170.
Right.
250. 240. 550. 105.
Oh my days.
405.
What one was that?
2016.
Bloody hell.
I think that was
last year.
That was uni time.
By the way. That is in the last year of university. That's how many hours he had spare to play Football Manager.
240. 9. 375. 240. 335. 240.
Mate.
75. And 347.
What is it? That's how many hours. So that's
how many hours total. Yeah.
You put 3,000 per during that. That's Stefanov. It's gone right through me. 3,581 hours.
3,581.
You've spent
which
on
is
Football Manager.
149 full days.
149 days you spent on Football Manager, lad.
Yeah, I think we worked out the other day. It was like 2.5% of my adult life.
2.5% of his adult life he spent on Football Manager. So, like, that's basically you've got like a second job.
Yeah,
that's insane, mate. So why I mention it is because we're doing online stuff now. So what I want to do is because we've got a lot of people we know who play football. I'm going to get loads of lads together. And we're going to see if your Football Manager knowledge actually makes you a good football manager.
Imagine if it doesn't. All that time wasted.
You also, at that time, was managing a football team.
Oh, yeah. Morlane. I created the football team.
You created a whole football team. So we'll go head to head then. So I'll manage. Yeah. And I've probably got like one season of Football Manager, then that was with you guys.
Yeah.
I don't know how many hours that is.
Okay.
Not many.
It's just my livelihood that's at risk. My second livelihood of Football Manager.
So if I win, are you going to quit?
Oh, that's a. I don't think so. I might just lower the hours slightly, but
you don't have to. But maybe we could do that on here. Like we could challenge each other to the other thing. Because I think I can manage a football team better than you. Can't lie.
Well, we'll see, won't we?
All right, then, right, we'll do that then. So that'll be our first thing that we do, and then maybe someone will see it, and then you'll actually become a football manager. What a story that'd be!
Yeah, that's my new goal for this podcast, to become a football manager.
But we could have like a penny for our thoughts football team, little 5-a-side team.
Nice.
That'd be good. We've probably done quite well, so let's do some questions, right? Because I did get quite a lot of questions.
Yeah,
and then you can go to your party. I'll probably go to the cinema on my own.
I've already had too many now. It's streffing off enough.
Lad, you're on it. Oh, the Traitors Party's a week today.
Oh.
I just saw that on the group chat. Let's go. Let's go. I'm going to have to make a little video for that, I think.
Yeah.
That'll be good. I'm hosting it. Claudia Winkelcam. That's going to be mint. I can't wait. We mentioned it, I think, before. Right, so we've got a few questions here. These aren't anonymous. So I'm assuming I'm allowed to say who sent it, right? So, James Falkus, shout out to our boy, has said, who is worse at knowing whether they're being flirted with? Discuss. That's tough.
That is
tough. Who's worse at knowing whether they're being flirted
I
with?
think you.
Do you really?
Just
I
because.
think you. I think you.
I don't. You get flirted with more than I do, though. So I feel like you should have by now caught on.
I don't know.
Whereas
that
I
doesn't
know
mean
I'm
anything,
bad,
though.
but
That's like you could still be worse.
Yeah, true.
Just because but I think you, because no one ever flirts with you.
All they do, and I just never thought they were.
I'm only joking. No one ever flirts with you. So when they do, you just assume they're not.
Yeah.
No, they do.
Someone's just
When's
having
the
a
last time
conversation.
you think you got flirted with?
You might be right. It just never happens.
Oh, no. Right, so I think it's you because I recently called someone out for flirting with me.
Yeah.
Not called them out, but I just sort of went, look at you flirting with me there. Not fully knowing if they were.
So that was your way of saying, are you flirting with me?
Loser, like, we are both losers.
So bad.
Like, that is awful, that, isn't it? That's just pathetic. You can't be 30 years old, like, oh, did you just flirt? Did you just flirt with me? Oh, no,
man.
but who's a better flirt?
No,
Me.
that's definitely you.
I'm a good flirt.
Yeah.
I can flirt. But regardless, even if I'm flirting, I'm not reading their signals back.
No.
I'm just having a bit of fun.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, this will lead nowhere because I have no idea what they're thinking. They have to just explicitly tell me what's going on.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't know how to.
How to flirt?
Yeah,
What
just
would you be your technique
joking.
now? Try and flirt with me.
Just be like, what Lego have you done recently?
That could work on some people.
Yeah.
That could really work. No, go on. What would you actually say to someone if you were in the bar now, right, and you'd had a couple of drinks, so you've had a couple more Stefanovs, and you're feeling a bit frisky, yeah, and you're like, she's fit, or he, and you walk up to them and you go, what are you saying? To start off like a flirtatious exchange.
That nothing comes to mind. This is why I am the worst flirt. I can't think of anything. I'd probably just like, do you want a drink?
Yeah.
That'd be my first thing to go to.
Do you want a drink? Not even
It'd probably
not
take
not even high.
It'd probably take me about 3 hours before I go,
What do you
I've
want
not
in?
even asked what the name is.
Yeah. Do you want a drink? Yeah, no, I don't know the answer to that question either. By the way, it'd have to be
No.
it'd have to be based on something that they do. They can't just be stood there.
No.
You can't just approach a stranger,
No,
can you? Do you know
no
what I mean?
chance. I
You
don't
can't
know how
just
people
approach them
do
unless
it.
they've done something. Like if you can start an exchange, like they fall over. That's my ideal situation.
You just sat in a bar waiting for
If
someone to fall over.
I spill me drink, me. I knock wet floor signs out the way. I'm just like, if someone falls over there, I am in.
Yeah. Just waiting for that perfect
Please,
moment.
break your leg, break your leg, break your leg, break your leg. Because if I call the ambulance, I am in.
Yeah. Nice.
No, don't know. Who's worse? We're not sure. You tell us, James, who's worse.
Yeah.
Who do you think's worse? Because we're not sure. Alex, who recently saw me at a stand-up comedy show, said, do you think your arse will fit in dungarees? It's more arse chat, brother. More arse.
The
think
dungarees
I think my
fit in
ass-
thick asses.
My
Or...
ass would fit so smoothly into some
yeah.
dungarees, so it would wrap around it. What's the sluttiest Disney song? It is for kids, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's for kids.
What is the one?
That being said, it's got to be Our Guest. It's pretty sexy, Be Our Guest. I'm sure there's some like burlesque forks in Be Our Guest.
Yeah.
That's pretty sexy. And he's pretty hot for a candle.
Yeah.
He's French.
As candles go.
He's flirty.
Oh, yeah.
Now that candle can flirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the French accent that gives the flirtiness.
No, he's absolutely risen up that that little
Teapot.
no, the little French, like, what's it called? Like the sort of French broom woman.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Like he's after her, to be
Yeah.
fair to him. And I think they marry each other in the end. They do in my head anyway.
Nice.
Who is most likely out of you to join a cult?
What kind of cult? I
If it's a Lego
I feel
cult,
like,
then yeah, you're in. For me,
I feel like I could be in a cult and just not realise I'm in a cult.
really, Yeah, you'd end up in like some sort of multi-level marketing scheme or
Yeah,
something.
no, you just
I think me because I sort of exist in like floaty, hippie, artsy spaces. Do you know what I mean? And they are known for cults.
Yeah.
So I think possibly me. But Wool Comedy is a cult and we're both a part
true.
of it. Speaking of which, Jack Miller says, is there going to be a St. Helens Comedy Festival this year? There will not be because no one will pay me enough money to do it these days. I did it one year. Jack knows. Jack is always shouting me out for this. I put on a comedy festival.
Yeah, it's
like,
so good as well.
10-day comedy festival, sold out tickets for most of the shows over 10 days in St. Helens midweek. I had 40 people down in there for all these shows and it was mint.
It was so
good. But the people who give me the money didn't even know I'd done it. They literally emailed me like 3 months later with the logos for the marks and I was like, mate, it's done. I did the thing that you've paid me to do. You don't even know. So yeah, probably not. But it would be good if there's a hefty, rich donor watching this right now who wants to give us some money. We'll do it. It's fine. Right, let's look at some anonymous ones. Right, don't know why this is anonymous because it's clearly Cam. Best football manager memory.
Oh. We
had a good season when I was on it.
Yeah.
But you must have more because I've only done it once.
I mean, we create our own teams. This is our so we have Cam United and Young Athletic. And I think there's too many. I can't think of what. It is a joke,
People
isn't
have
it?
switched off. That's just.
It is a bit sad.
I think it's going to get to a point in this podcast where people go, "Does Cam bully James?" Because I am so harsh with you sometimes. Someone said, "Why don't you both live stream gigs?" Well, for a one, this guy's about to do his 4th gig. But if you want to start with a live stream, there'd be a lot of effort to set up a live stream. Really, like the answer is because material can be quite precious, so you don't write. No one writes new material for every gig. So if you live stream the gig, and then the material gets out there, then it's not really great because then people won't come and see you, or they come and see you, they go, "Oh, I've already heard this joke."
Yeah.
So would you ever live stream your gig?
Never even thought
That's
about it.
probably Cam as well.
Yeah.
We'd live stream it to Cam if it's you.
Yeah.
Like we'll FaceTime you while you're in China. To be fair.
When will it be there? Like 7 a.m. when we do the gig.
Yeah, come on. You wake up like it's a UFC event.
Yeah.
Worst tattoo you could get or have got. That's
This.
not even the original one.
No, it's not. It used to be blue.
Right, so show it properly. You got this, how old were you?
I was 16.
And it wasn't even that, it was like...
I might have been 15.
It was a very different blue.
Yeah, so I where the grey is, it used to be blue. And the reason I got blue is because I went in and he went, "What colour do you want?" And I went, I don't know. And he went, "Blue looks good." I went, "Yeah, okay."
What? Where did you get it?
It's closed down now, clearly.
Yeah.
Because I was like a 15, 16-year-old who looked about 14. You know, so the fact that they just let me have it done without any checks was just ridiculous.
Was it badass when you got it though? Did you walk in school?
I was in school, like,
you had a
me with a
big
tattoo.
fat tattoo in school.
Yeah.
Did they not say anything?
No.
What the hell? That's like just not you at all.
No, I'm more surprised
This is why
at-
I said you peaked in high school.
Yeah. I'm more surprised that my mum and dad didn't say anything.
Yeah. They're just not bothered.
No.
Mad.
Mum and dad, why did you let me get this?
Yeah, that is honestly, that's a life lesson for everyone.
Yeah.
So not your Harry Potter tattoo, no.
Oh, no, that's cool.
This I cannot believe, and that's why I think they've gone anonymous. It says James scored some good goals after college. What are they talking about?
Oh,
Carmel.
must be Thursday football.
Yeah. But
Carmel.
you've never scored
I
a goal.
scored some banging
You've
goals.
never scored a goal.
I did.
But what's his favourite moment of playing footy with the boys after college?
I always remember Key Cosgrove giving everyone stats as
Oh,
if they were
yeah.
like FIFA. And he said, "I have 99 curl." that was the stat he gave me. Of all the stats you could get, I had curl, good curl.
Do you know what's really emerging from this podcast? How fucking how we are losers.
No.
So you were chuffed about that?
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I don't remember getting an invite to after college football. What's that all about?
You never came to college?
Well, yeah, fair enough.
You were there, but you never actually showed up.
Whatever, lad. You just it's conspiracy against me. Well, that sounds fun. I'm glad you all played football together. So, last one is, what do you think about dating apps? Are you on any dating apps?
Yeah, Hinge and Tinder.
Yeah.
To be honest, Tinder I don't really use. Hinge I go on and I don't know. Like my profile definitely needs work. I kind of have them, but I don't really use them. I mean, they're okay, aren't they?
I don't know. I'm not on them anymore. I went on them for a little bit when I got out of a relationship, and I had fun. Like what I love is just, and it's not fair, but just taking the piss out of people's prompts.
Yeah.
It's so fun, and people actually genuinely enjoy it when I do it. Like I go on and I essentially, it's like a writing room for me. I'm just roasting people. I've got roasts on the go. I've got like running jokes and callbacks and everything with everyone with zero intention of meeting up with them.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to go on a date. I don't want to date at all. But yeah, like just having fun, just ripping people to shreds, I think is fun. But not really what it's for. There should be one where you can go on and just like get roasted.
Yeah.
Because that's fun. But obviously people are on that to try and find deep, meaningful connections with people.
Yeah. I think that's it. I think,
Are you looking for a relationship?
No.
No.
And that's it. That's why I don't really use them much. And I know I'm not going to meet someone in real life because I'm too busy playing Football Manager.
Exactly.
So if I'm feeling a little bit lonely,
then...
then...
We're just a couple of incels, aren't we, mate? Just making our own little podcast, playing Footy Manager. Well, I'm not doing that, but you can. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I think dating apps are really good if you're looking to find someone.
Yeah.
Because especially for me, if you're not... I don't work with people. I'm a freelance solo boy, so... If I'm going to meet someone, it's on a dating app, likely.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, that's probably it.
I see a lot of prompts on there, and like people like, what would you say about? And it's like something like the prompt is a fake story of how we met. I'm like, dating app. There's nothing. Why is there still a stigma behind these dating apps? Loads of people meet on them. They shouldn't need a fake story to I mean, it's just
true. I went on a date with someone from a dating app when I got out of my relationship, which was a mistake, but I sort of like was really, really getting on with her. So I thought, well, why have I spoke to her for this long if I'm not going to go on a date? Like, it's just not cool. And she was a witch. She was actually a witch. Like, there's witches out there, you know.
Real life
like,
witches.
Genuinely, I think Hinge clocked on that witches are my type because it was just giving me witches. So this witch, she would do tarot readings for me every morning. And
out of how your day would go.
Yeah. It was me. She sent me and she told me I was a furry, like a fairy, not like a one of those weirdos with the tails and that.
Oh, right.
That might be a bad thing.
A furry.
It might be like a kink shame or something. I don't know if it's kinky. Is it identity? I don't know.
That's strange.
I'm not a furry. I'm a fairy. Right.
Yeah.
So that's like in witch talk, I was a fairy, and she'd tell me how my day was going to go and what I was looking for in life and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, yeah, this is true. It's quite cool. Like,
ever accurate?
I don't know, but it sort of give you a purpose of your day.
Yeah.
Or like a thing to think about. Do you know what I mean? So regardless of whether it's like real or whatever, it is real because it like whatever. It just makes you do it.
Yeah.
It's not. They're not saying this is true. They're just going, think about this. I think. I don't know. Well, maybe she was, but I interpreted it that way. And we went to an art gallery, and as soon as I arrived, I knew that I'd made a mistake because I just didn't want to be there. She was really, really nice, but I was just like, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
I don't want to date anyone. I would love to be here on my own, not because of her. I just really just don't want it. So I've not been on anything since. That's it.
Yeah.
Have you been on any dates?
No, not since I got ghosted. I think I'm still mentally scarred from
Still
that.
heartbroken.
I know.
You rascal. Right. So basically, we're not that bothered about dating apps, but you're on them.
Yeah.
So if you want to find him, if you work hard enough, you'll get him. Or just message him.
Yeah.
He's literally
a
available.
Football Manager pickup line, and I'm yours.
Yeah, like between Football Manager and work, he's probably got about 10 minutes somewhere for a quick coffee.
Yeah.
So that'd be good. Right. Anyway, this might have been long. It might not have been. Who knows? Depends what we keep in.
Yeah.
But that was fun. That was our 3rd episode. So thank you for listening. If you got this far, please help us out, right? Because the internet and also like help us out because my career genuinely depends on this because like it sounds stupid, but currency in where I'm at in my career now is likes and follows, and it won't always be that. But if you follow me, if I get more followers on the internet and more followers on this podcast and more views on all of those things, then I will become a professional comedian. That is just a fact.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can help me achieve that. I wouldn't ask it now, right, if I didn't think I was good enough. But I've worked so hard for the past 4 years, and I'm genuinely doing well at most of the gigs that I do, which is really good hit rate, and I'm turning over material. And people are giving me good feedback at every single gig that I do. So I feel confident enough now to be like, I am ready to be a professional comedian. I'm adding value to the nights that I'm on, and I'm not getting any money for it. And I've spent the last 4 years paying petrol and buying drinks at gigs and getting nothing for it while other people are making money. So if you can shout me out on the internet, that'd be amazing. But better still, just follow me and share all the clips and stuff that I'm doing because I'm grafting putting those stuff out there. Follow James. Anything else?
No.
So just follow James on his comedy account.
Yeah, get to the gig on Thursday as well.
And come to the gig on Thursday. Follow Wool Comedy. Get to those gigs. If you're in Manchester, I've got my first late night show on the 27th of March. If you want to come down and see what it's all about, it's going to be mint. But we appreciate the support. Thank you for listening to this Penny for Your Thoughts, Our Thoughts podcast. I'll get that right at some point. Tune in next week for episode 4 on the Monday and share everything that we're doing. Thank you.
Thank you.